Our next guest is a religious scholar and a shrewd mind on international politics. His latest book, Zealot, The Life and Times of Jesus of Nazareth, stirred controversy on its way to the top of the New York Times bestseller list. Why do you think Jesus is so compelling to people that aren't Christians?
Well, I mean, look at the bare-bone facts of this guy's life. What you were talking about is a poor, and I mean poorest of the poor, uneducated, very likely illiterate, marginal Jewish peasant from the backwoods of Galilee, who, despite all of that, starts this movement on behalf of the poor, the weak, the dispossessed, the marginalized, women. This is all about equalizing everyone, that everyone is on the same plane. But Jesus never talked about equality. He talked about the reversal of the social order. He was envisioning a world in which the first would be last and the last would be first. The rich would be made poor, the poor would be made rich. That is an incredibly revolutionary, radical idea.
Since we have you here, we thought it would be a missed opportunity if we didn't talk to you about foreign policy. What do you think of the United States aligning so closely with Gulf states with terrible human rights records?
Do you know that in the last month, Saudi Arabia has decapitated 19 people? 19 people.
I did not know that.
That's our closest ally. And more than half of that 19 was for non-violent crimes, mostly drug offenses. So, look, this is an organization that has to be dealt with. They are fighting a war of the imagination. These militants have to be destroyed. There's no question about it.
I want to show you a tweet from Twitter user Chantilly Lace, who says, any person that condones, advocates, or commits violence against innocent people, they have nothing to do with my Islam, hashtag not in my name. What do you think of Muslims having even come out and make these sort of Twitter campaigns and statements like this?
You know, the problem is that you're talking about the second largest religion in the world, 1.6 billion people without a center. There's no Muslim Pope. There's no Muslim Vatican. There's nobody that gets to say what is and what is not Islam. And that allows for usually the loudest voices to rise to the top. I mean, you know what this is like, Megan. I mean, to constantly be like, that's not my GOP. Let's start it like, not my GOP
Because extremists with anything get the most attention. I think that's part of it as well.